Morning. Welcome to day 6 of our 21-day Mastering My Money Mindset Challenge. So today, what we're going to talk about is getting out of our comfort zone. Here's the thing though about getting out of your comfort zone. It's called a comfort zone for a reason because, in our comfort zone, kind of staying in the pattern and the rhythm of our life that we've gotten accustomed to and used to, it kind of feels like a warm, safe bath. And so if we want to go for something that we've never had before, we have to obviously leave that comfort zone and we have to start embracing and engaging in things that we've never done before, maybe we've wanted to do but have been too intimidated to do. So I wanted to share a story with you from several years ago. I think at this point it's probably maybe 11 years ago. So my children are 19 and 16. And, when I was a young person in my 20s, I had been so kind of an adrenaline junkie. I was always kind of out there taking risks and, just, rappelling and, all that kind of stuff. And so I realized one day that since becoming a mom, I had gone so into that like protective mother mode that I started to really question whether all of that energy of being kind of like the mother hen protective energy, where's the risks? I started to ask myself, I thought, I think maybe, this energy has really been contracting me in terms of, I haven't really been getting out of my comfort zone that much. And so what I did was I had gone skydiving earlier, when I was like 24, 25. But now, now I'm like 40 and I've had 2 kids and a lot of things have gone by. My body's older, my body's changed and everything else. But I said, you know what, I've got to get out of my comfort zone. I've got to start pushing myself, pushing. And so I wanted to do something viscerally, very physical in my body to get that blood going and to really kind of symbolize for me that I was ready to start, taking my life to another level. I was ready to start notching up, leveling up and stuff like that. So I decided to go skydiving again. And I remember the day I was driving, I was actually going to be jumping with a major at West Point who was actually in charge of he was the captain of the parachute team for West Point. And so, I couldn't go with someone I felt safer with, right? But I still had to like sign off on all the documents. So it was like 30-page document, basically signing off of that, like my family won't sue them if I end up dead and, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing, right? And, but I did it and it was really good and it really did help. It, kind of got my juices going. And, as I was jumping out of that plane, I thought, well, if I can do this again, what else can I do? And things like that. So I want to ask you right now, what are your greatest fears in terms of getting out of your comfort zone? If you want to take your life to another level, what is it you fear most? What category is it that you want to, get out of your comfort zone with? This is a money challenge, but, maybe for you getting out of your comfort zone is actually learning how to express your feelings. Maybe it's, learning how to be vulnerable, right? So, but professionally, let's go back to the money part. So in terms of professionally, if you want to take your career, your life, your money to the next level, what is it that do you fear most? Like, is it public speaking? Is it you really need to write a book, but you're scared? Is it, having to make videos, put yourself on camera and you're very self-conscious and you don't like that? You have to figure out for yourself. So what I want you to do in this exercise is I want you to sit down and just think about what are the things that really scare you most? The things that you need to do to take you to the next level, but you're really scared, and then try to push yourself to be able to do that. And I'll share one strategy with you that I did, right? So I'm an author. I've been a writer for years. I had a business column for 2 years. And I had written 2 books, and one was a book on nutrition and health, and the other one's kind of like short little like poetry verses called Circle of Healing for Women. But I really wanted to do a novel. I really wanted to write a novel. Actually, I have several in my head that I want to write, but I had to do that first one, right? So you got to swallow the frog. And so I was so intimidated by the thought of having to write a novel. I said, okay, well, why don't I do a novella? I'll start with a novella. It's a little shorter. And I thought, okay, so who can I look to as guidance, right? So I picked 2 authors that are incredibly successful, and I looked up the word counts of their novellas that were best-selling books. One was Paulo Coelho, and one was Stephen King. And I picked a word count that was between the 2 of those books. And I gave myself a daily word count. And I said, I'm going to write this book in 30 days. And I'm going to put it up on Facebook. I'm going to announce to all of my friends and family that, hey, I'm doing a book challenge and I'm going to write this book in 30 days. And I have to log 1,442 words a day, every day for 30 days straight. And P.S., here's the cool thing about doing that. I was able to leverage my ego because I did not want to fail publicly. I made this declaration to all of my friends and family on Facebook that, hey, I'm going to do this in 30 days. And I didn't want to fail. And my fear of failing very publicly in front of all of my family and friends was greater than my fear of writing this book. And the funny thing is that every day, though, I would have the same exact panic attack. I would sit down and I would be like, I have no idea what I'm going to write. I have no idea what I'm going to write. I can't write anything. And this would happen every single day. And so every single day, I had to give myself permission for it to suck. I literally said, okay, Christine, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just spit out 1,442 words today, and you can always go back and make it better later. And taking the pressure off of myself that it didn't have to be perfect helped. And as soon as I sat down and actually got my butt in the chair and started typing, it just flowed. So I want you to think about, what is your greatest fear in terms of the things that you're going to have to do to step up and do that you've never done before with respect to your money, career, and finances? And really brainstorm that. Dump it all out there, write it all down, get really super clear on what it is, and then follow it up with strategies of, okay, well, how can I tackle this then? Just like I did with the book, okay? My fear was I can't write this book. And then I figured out a way. I put it up on Facebook. I leveraged my ego. I understood how my ego works. I understood how to soothe my fear around it having to be perfect. So figure out what your greatest fears are of getting out of your comfort zone. And then as soon as you've clarified all that, now take a deep breath, get really centered, get really strong, get really empowered, put some great music on, and then brainstorm ways of how you'll tackle pushing yourself to get out of your comfort zone. All right, I hope you have a great day. I really look forward to hearing the results, and we're taking this journey together. Have a great day. Bye.